Peace, peace, peace. Keeping it real with Rami coming to you live. Just real quick, I had this discussion with my brothers, and I've had it with other people, but it's normally through text or group chat or Facebook or whatever. So I just wanted to record it. Oftentimes, I'll see so-called black people, African Americans, say, we need to put all the divisions aside. It don't matter, what you call yourself, Hebrew Israelite, if you call yourself black or African American or person of color, or if you call yourself a Moor, or you call yourself Hotep or Kemetan. It don't matter what you call yourself. Us black people just need to come together and we need to unify. Um, and I understand the mentality, and I'm with it 1,000%. The problem is that we can't come together until we know who we are. See, that's the problem. You can't toss identity aside and say, let's come together and then figure out what we're going to call ourselves. That doesn't make sense, man. You need to know who you are before you make your moves, before you go and join a group or a group of people that may actually be working against you, may actually be trying to enslave you. But if you don't know who's who, you don't know what's what, you could be walking yourself right off a cliff. No pun intended. Um, and 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 also I wanted to say real quickly that we got to stop associating more with organizations. You see, the Nation of Islam is an organization. The Nation of Gods of Earth is an organization. Hebrew Israelites, that's a religious organization group. Um, and much respect to those groups, and African American and black people of color. Well, that gets into, that's the U.S.'s property. I don't want to get too deep into that, but all of those titles, all of those things, those groups, that's not, those are not on the same level as our nationality, our true identity, and we have to stop trying to associate it and thinking that, oh, it doesn't matter if you call yourself a Moor or a Hebrew Israelite, because it's not the same thing. We're talking about nationality, not your religious affiliation, not your cultural organization affiliation or group name that we call ourselves. Nationality, thing that the identity and the way we will be recognized and respected and appreciated around the world. That's how you, that is how, and that's the biggest thing of it all, is nationality is how we come together. That's what we come together under, like any other people around the globe. And we got to get that, man. You know, and I understand it's a hard concept, and I know that the perception is a little crazy because, well, nobody's really, no quote unquote big figures are really standing on it. You don't see anybody out there that's really saying, no, 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 we really are Moors, we're Moorish Americans, and really standing on it and really speaking about Noble Ali. But there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. And the reason, well, I'm not going to tell you the reason. What you need to do is look into what Noble Drew Ali was bringing and saying and what he was doing. Look into nationality and what it means for everyone, not just for us as black, quote unquote, black people. And stop asking also, well, what is nationality going to do for us? Does any other group of people ask that? Do you see Chinese people? Well, before I call myself Chinese, well, what is that going to do for us? No, because that's who they are. And they're proud of their history. They're proud of their heritage and their culture, and their language and all of the accomplishments that comes, with their history. And we got to do the same with our history, because it didn't start with us being called blacks or Negroes or coloreds. that's it. Just had to get that off my chest, and it's with love. You know what I mean? It's frustrating. You know what I mean? And I know some mores when we speak about nationality or this identity thing, we may come off arrogant or may come off a bit rude or condescending, but if you just take a step back and see things from our perspective, it gets really trying and it gets really difficult when you see your people screaming for the answer and we're dying in the streets and all of these things are happening to us and we're saying, hey, this is the answer, this is the solution that we've been looking for, and it's been here for over 100 years. We just have to apply ourselves and apply the knowledge and information. It's really that simple. But then the people that we're trying to help, our own people, don't want to hear it. So, if you know that we're Moorish Americans, be patient with our people that don't know. And if you still feel that we're Black African Americans, please just, you know, step outside of yourself for a moment and see things from a different perspective, and not to just try to prove it wrong or find some hole in it, but um, take an honest look at the information that Noble Drew Ali brought to us, and what you see Moorish Americans speaking on. Just give it an honest look. And that's it. Much love to you. Keep shining. Oh, and that's the last thing. Never mind. I don't even want to get into that. Much love. Keep shining. Keep being amazing. And that's it. Peace.